Welcome to McGregor Lady Bulldogs softball on CBUS Sports Broadcasting. Chris Coakley live here, CBUS Sports Broadcasting from a windy McGregor, Texas tonight. Storm front moving in here. Temperatures drop from 85 right now. It's about 68 degrees. Winds out of the north-northwest at about 35 miles an hour. You're going to hear it in the windscreen tonight, folks. I'll try to muffle it the best I can. But getting ready to get this game under action. Looking at the lineups, or excuse me, the standings coming into tonight's action in District 3A, District 17. The Trojans come in at 20-4, 3-0 overall, followed by the Whitney Wildcats at 9-11, 1-1. The Troy Trojanettes at 11-13, 1-2 in district play. The Lady Cubs of Clifton 4-9, 1-2 in district play, and the Lady Bulldogs come in at 11-8 and 0-1 in district play. Upcoming broadcast on CBUS Sports Broadcasting. We'll have the Lady Bulldogs. The next three games, we've got them against Clifton on April 2nd. On April 7th, we have them at home against Troy, then at home on the 14th versus the Whitney Wildcats. Take a quick break, come back just a second. CBUS Sports Broadcasting.
Let's introduce the players for this evening's game.
What if you could go behind the scenes with athletes and coaches? Join Ken Carpenter, a veteran high school baseball coach, weekly as he examines success, failures, and life lessons in sports. Each episode provides valuable insight and understanding of playing or coaching team sports. Check out and follow his Athlete One podcast at athleteone.net. Great insight for coaches, parents, and student athletes.
Hi, I'm former Major League Baseball All-Star Al Oliver. When I played, I tried to make it a simple game, like see the ball, hit the ball. But trust me, sports are not that simple. Try to remember that when you watch an interscholastic athletics contest where everyone is trying their best in a game they all love. So please be courteous and set an example that reflects positively on your school and community. Let's remember to respect the game.
Starting lineups in today's contest for the visiting Lady Trojans of West High School. Number 1, Heidi Harrington at second base. Emery Carey will be on the mound wearing number 17. She'll be in the circle. Number 11, Kyla Soppich behind the plate. Number 6, Kaylee Cardona will be the DP today. Number 15, Ren Smith will be at first base. Carter Sowers, number 3, will be at shortstop. And number 16, Kenna Gareth at third base. Cole Smith in left field will wear number 4. And number 8, Hartley Koroski in center field. For the Lady Bulldogs tonight, starting off, will be number 7, Jalen Gerhardt at second base. Number 3, Clara Bucknold down at third. Briley Seward will be at shortstop. Briley will wear number 13. Corinne Sheffield will be in the circle tonight wearing number 9. Blake Ocampo in left field wearing number 14. Number 15, Allison Zock in center field. Layla Goff is the DP today. She'll wear 00. Isabella Salas, number 24 at first base. And Abigail Smith in right field wearing number 12 for the Lady Bulldogs. They come in at 11-8, 0-1 under Coach G. As mentioned, as you can hear, folks, in the background, the breeze tonight is very, very, very rampant coming out of the north-northwest at about 30 miles an hour, gusting close to 40. Major cold front coming through central Texas today. As the PA announcer continues to announce the starting lineups for the Lady Bulldogs. First Lady Bulldog broadcast of the season. We appreciate the athletic department here at McGregor High School, Coach Quentin White, and the coaching staff for both these teams getting us ready for tonight's broadcast. So Coach Guardiola will be down as we head out. We'll be turning it over to the PA announcer for the national anthem.
With the playing of our national anthem.
Thank you for tuning in to CBUS Sports Radio for tonight's broadcast. You can follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at CBUS Sports Radio, all one word, for live updates on all our broadcasts. You can also listen to our broadcast archives on demand on our website, www.cbussportsradio.com.
Lady Bulldogs wearing their home white uniforms today, trimmed in black and light gold. The Lady Trojans in their road red uniform, all black uniforms, trimmed in black and white. Will be a perfect night for softball tonight if it wasn't for this lively wind we have coming through Central Texas right now. Multiple cams set up tonight. Hopefully everything will bear with us. Mevo, our Logitech studio, just updated. And last week with the boys' games, we had quite a bit of trouble trying to keep the cameras. We are also broadcasting audio on our Mixlr channel. You can go out to our website, cbussportsradio.com. Both the audio and video broadcasts are there for you to enjoy. Have our upcoming broadcast listed as well. Going over that starting lineup defensively, once again, for the Lady Bulldogs in left field, Blake Acampo, Allison Zock in center, and Abigail Smith in right field. Clara Bucknell down at third, Briley Seward over at shortstop, Jalen Gerhardt at second, Isabella Salas over at first. Your battery tonight, Corinne Sheffield, and Kaylee Layton will be the flex player behind the plate for Coach Jaradola and the Lady Bulldogs.
Leading off for the Lady Trojans, second baseman, number 1, Heidi Harrington.
So Heidi Harrington will step in to take her first at bat tonight. She'll hit from the left side. Coach Smith down at third base. Over 800 wins in her career, 35 years as a head coach. So Corinne Sheffield steps on the rubber. She'll tow it up in the circle for the first offering tonight. Live from McGregor High School, CBUS Sports Broadcasting. First pitch, off speed, just a bit high, ball 1. Corinne rocks and fires, hits that outside corner. Ooh, just does call it a strike. Late call here by the home plate umpire. Did not get their names. I apologize for that. These two teams met up on Tuesday night. The Lady Trojans came out victorious 10-4 in that contest. Off-speed pitch up and high, 2-1. So 2-1 offering. Sheffield to Harrington. Takes the sign, looks at her wristband. Outfield, medium deep, straight up. Slapped into left field. Play made by the left fielder. 1 out in the inning. Campo gets underneath it there.
Emery Carey.
So Emery Carey will step in. Hitting out of the 2-hole tonight. 68 degrees, Mitchell. Thanks for tuning in from Central Ohio, my old broadcast partner. Actually, Cincinnati area. We broadcast a lot of games in the Central Ohio area. So Sheffield meets her counterpart here. Off-speed pitch down and in, ball 1. So 1 out in the inning here, top half of the first. No score. Rocks and fires from the zone, just low, 2-0. Trying to find a way, folks, to position myself so you don't have to hear the constant rattle and hum of the air of the wind blowing here. 2-0 pitch, down low, 3-0 to the number 2 hole hitter for the Lady Trojans. 20-4 on the season, 3-0 in district play. So 3-0 offering here. See if she has the take on or the green light. Pitch inside, ball 4, so she'll 1 out walk.
Pitcher number 11, Kyla Shopik.
So Kyla Shopik will step in now, hit from the right side. Coach Smith looking for a courtesy runner, I'm sure, for her starting pitcher. It will be number 9 will step in and take over those duties.
Courtesy runner for the pitcher, number 9, Riley Stratton.
So Riley Stratton will pinch run for the Lady Trojans. 1 out in the inning, runner at first. So trying to lower myself as far as I can behind the screen here, folks, and it's not helping any. So runner at first. Long wait as she looks at her wristband once again. Winds and fires. Ball hit back up the middle, single into center field. Runner will hold at second, so a 1 out or 1 out single right up the middle. Nice piece of hitting. So runners at first and second.
DP number 6, Kayla Cardona.
So Kaylee Cardona will step in and take her first at bat here, as the catcher will get a courtesy runner down at first base as well.
Carson Fussell.
Blowing so hard it's blowing my equipment off of the table here. No room in the press box, as it was hoping maybe to get in there tonight, but not bad outside. Ball lifted down the line, foul, first base side. She got out in front of it for strike 1. So heading the count, 0-1 with 1 out here, top half of the first, no score yet. Runners at first and second for the Lady Trojans of West High School. Ball outside. Nice job by the catcher coming out and bluffing the runner at second base, as my ladder and everything else. Hopefully the cameras don't blow off the fence. So Sheffield, off speed, gets it by her, swing and a miss. Nice looking pitch. So she gets ahead in the count, 1-2 now. She steps behind the circle. She'll tow it back up. Gets a little bit of nice Central Texas dirt on her fingertips. Ball outside, just barely misses. Good looking pitch. Thought it was on the black. The umpire not thinking that way. Kaylee Layton was also thinking that they had her on the edge. So once again, Corinne will look at her wristband. She'll rock and fire. Off speed down in the dirt. Nice stop by Kaylee behind the plate once again. Yeah, I figured, that with the wind tonight, it's going to be hard to hear. You're going to hear a lot of background noise facing straight into the northwest here. So full count. Right back into the screen, right at us. She got a good cut at it. Wish I could control the elements, but type a memo to the man upstairs for delivering the weather today. So once again, 3-2, 1 out here, top half of 1. Off speed, fists it down the line into foul territory, third base side. Clara Buckle unable to get there to get to it. So we'll do it again here. Rock back, coming to the windup. Off speed, just gets a piece of it. Got the umpire in the shoulder. That had the smart, folks. Kaylee tried to get the glove up. Caught him right in the shoulder joint. Bad enough when it's hot, but when it's a little bit cooler, it's even worse. So the infield comes into the circle. They're going to talk it over. A defensive setup here. So they break up the meeting. So Corinne Sheffield takes a look at the wristband from the signal. She'll wind it at full count. Swing and a miss, strikes her out. Couldn't catch up with the heat. 2 outs in the inning. That'll bring up number 15, the first baseman, Ren Smith. She'll hit from the left side. Corners pinched in, third base even with the bag. First baseman Isabella Salas just in front, protecting the line. Off speed, slapped up in the left field for a base hit. Gets by the outfielder. Cut off, 2 runs are going to score. So a 2-out, 2-run double will make it 2-0 here. Got it just over the outreach.
Shortstop number 3, Carter Souders.
Of the shortstop. So 2-0 is your score. Carter Souders, starting shortstop, I believe. Yes, will come up. Runner still in scoring position. 120 feet away. Inside, just missed on the zone. That was a good-looking pitch. So rock and spin it inside. Just misses low on that one, I guess. 2-0. Left fielder had a little bit of trouble with that. It got by here, so it was actually, we'll have to rescore that. Should be a single with an error. So there's a strike call at the knees. 2-1's your count with 2 outs. The Lady Bulldogs trailing 2-0 here, top half of the first. Two 2-1 pitch. Down just a bit low. Take it to 3-1. Kind of hoping maybe with as the night progresses, maybe the wind will die down just a bit. Talking high 50s tomorrow here in Central Texas. Back into the 80s, I believe, by Monday. Batter calls time. She'll step out. Umpire grants that. Three-one pitch, ball 4. So runners at first and second with 2 outs. It'll bring up the number 7 hole hitter.
Third baseman, number 16, Kenna Gareth.
So Kenna Gareth, the third baseman, will step in. She looks down at Coach Smith, looks at her her wristband as well as she'll step in. One thing in softball, you see a lot of that checking the wristbands. Up in the box, way up on the plate. See if Corinne will go ahead and back her off here. Coach G stated something from the dugout, and she does come inside. Nice looking pitch. But Blue says inside, ball 1. Foul back into the screen. That'll even it up at 1-1. Sorry, folks, trying to anchor down my equipment so it doesn't blow off the table. Foul back into the screen, strike 2.
Fans, I need to announce Philip Hill. Philip Hill, if you could meet at the concession stand. You're needed at the concession stand, please.
So let me see if I can get close to the building, Mitch, to see if that takes some of the wind out of it. Maybe not. So 1-2 offering, 2 outs here. Rise ball up in the zone, 2-2. So runners at first and second, 2 outs here. Top half, Lady Trojans on top of the Lady Dogs. 2-0, foul out of play, first base side. So 2-2. Corinne Sheffield rocks and fires. Ground ball up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. They're going to hold her at third. Play comes to the plate. Nice job by the center fielder getting that in. So bases will be juiced, but another hit in the inning for the Lady Trojans.
Number 4, Coel Smith.
Yeah, I was afraid of that, Mitchell. So Coach G coming out to talk it over with her infield, looking at the upcoming broadcast here, CBUS Sports Broadcasting. 3 lady softball games in a row right here at McGregor High School, Lady Bulldogs Stadium. On April 2nd at 6 o'clock, another early start. The Clifton Lady Cubs will come in. We'll be on the air about 5:45. April 7th, the Lady Trojanettes coming in from Troy High School. That is a 7 p.m., about 15 minutes early on that, depending on the conclusion of the JV game. No JV game tonight. And on the 14th, the Whitney Wildcats will come in. That's another 7 o'clock start here at McGregor. JV team, baseball team playing the West Trojans on the joining field. Last score, I cannot see the scoreboard, but it looks like it's not good for the JV Bulldogs. Varsity team lost a heartbreaker Tuesday night. Played really well, came away with a 5-4 loss. So Cole Smith, the left fielder, will step in, trying to add this lead. She hits a little nubber back to the mound, goes over to first in time for the third out. 2 runs come across on 3 hits. We'll go to the bottom half of the first inning. CBUS Sports Broadcasting.
Man, I loved playing high school sports growing up. And it's fun being a fan now, don't get me wrong, but sitting in the stands feels like I'm missing out on all the action, you know? I wanted to get back in the game, so I signed up to be a high school official. It takes me back to my playing days. I'm supporting students, and I get paid to make the big calls. Do you want to see the game up close? Sign up to become an official in Texas at highschoolofficials.com.
I love playing sports, especially for my school. And that's because school sports are special. It's where it's safe to fail. It's where we're taught resilience, where our fear becomes confidence. It's where we learn to get back up after every fall. School sports are where 7.8 million students go from I can't to I can.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
You're listening to McGregor Bulldog Varsity Athletics on CBUS Sports Broadcasting. Chris Coakley, CBUS Sports Broadcasting. Lady Bulldogs find themselves down 2-0 here in the bottom half of the first of the West Trojans. Leading it off will be the second baseman, Jalen Gerhardt. Jalen will wear number 7.
For the Lady Bulldogs.
Comes into the contest.
Number 7, Jalen.
Hitting .484 on the season, 31 hits. 8 extra base hits, scored 23 runs. Very productive on the offensive side. So Coach G down at third base for the Lady Bulldogs as Jalen will step in. Emery Carey in the circle. They're punching the corners. A little slap at the attempt. Strike one. Slap hitter here. So third baseman in front of the bag as well at first base. Tapper down third base. Foul. Fielded there in foul territory by Gareth. Both she and the pitcher wearing face guard. I tell you what, in today's environment, I know I definitely would be. So 0-2 offering, ball outside, good eye. 1-2's your count. So Carey got the win in the game Tuesday night up at West. Ball up and away, 2-2. Two pitch, made an offering at it, goes down to first base, one out.
Now batting third baseman, number 3, Clara Becknold.
So Clara Becknold will step in. Clara will hit from the right side. 389 on the season. Comes in with 21 hits, 6 extra bases, 20 RBIs as well. The leading RBI producer for the Lady Bulldogs on the season so far. Ground ball back up the middle. Throw over to first in time, 6-3 on the putout. Shortstop was smooth in her transition on the step. Getting it to first base, 2 up, 2 down.
13, Briley Stewart.
So Briley Stewart steps in. She grounds it over to shortstop once again. Back-to-back 6-3 put out, so that'll be 1-2-3. 3 up, 3 down. No hits, nobody left. We'll go to the top half of the second inning. CBUS Sports Broadcasting.
Okay, that's all for today. I'm a teacher, and I've got a big job. I shape the mind of every student who walks through my classroom doors. But my department isn't the biggest in school. You know what is? Athletics. And it's the athletic administrator who makes it all happen. So while you're thanking me for all that I do, thank them too. They deserve it.
This message presented by the NIAAA, the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Thank you for tuning in to CBUS Sports Radio for tonight's broadcast. You can follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at CBUS Sports Radio, all one word, for live updates on all our broadcasts. You can also listen to our broadcast archives on demand on our website, www.cbussportsradio.com.
So leading off the top half of the second inning. It's not, boy, they're cranking the audio behind me on this sound system, folks, so I think I might just be quiet until the first batter comes up because I can barely hear myself talk here.
Leading off the top of the second for the Lady Trojans, center fielder number 8, Hartley Kachewski.
So Hartley will step in, hitting from the left side. Well, I'm not even going to try to repeat her name because I don't want to butcher it. So Hartley will step in from the left side. Bulldogs trailing the Lady Trojans 2-0 here, top half of the second. Corinne Sheffield in the circle tonight. Gave up 2 runs on 3 hits in the first inning. It's right back into the screen, had a good cut at it. Strike one. One good thing about the early start tonight means a early trip home as well. Boy, if the wind would just die, it wouldn't be bad. I'm glad I brought 2 extra jackets, Mitch. No blankie, though, bud. Mitch does not like the cold weather when it's broadcasting. So second offering, foul back out of play over the screen. So Corinne Sheffield up in the count, 0-2. Offering, nobody out. Off speed. Boy, that was close. Catcher asking where that one was. It's 1-2 pitch. Rise ball out of the zone, 2-2. Yes, I can understand that, Mitchell. Two balls and 2 strikes to the leadoff hitter here in the top half of the second inning. Off speed, hits it to the second baseman. Quickly beats it out, infield single. So Hartley got down the line very quickly.
Heidi Harrington.
So back to the top of the order, Heidi Harrington flew out her first time up to the left fielder. So with the lead out runner aboard here in the bottom, or excuse me, the top half of the second. Bunts it foul, third base side, so try to sacrifice her over. On deck is the pitcher, Emery Carey. Plenty of blankets and hoods and winter hats in the stands tonight. Pitch just a bit high. Tried to get the runner sleeping down at first base. She was back in easily. By the time this night is over with the wind blowing into my headset. 1-1 pitch. Bunts it down, this time foul once again. Trying to push it down to the third baseman. Folks, we get home tonight, I'll try to take the video and clean it up. Maybe I can kill some of this wind, this background noise. Off speed, pulled foul down the first baseline. So tried to go up and in with it off speed, and she was prepared for it, got out in front of it. Wow, the wind stopped. Well, it's back. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Lady Bulldogs looking for their first out here at the top half of the second. Corinne will rock and fire from the circle. Off speed, throws behind the runner. Boy, that was another good looking pitch. 2-2. Should have zoomed in on the scoreboard tonight, folks. I wasn't even thinking about adding the cameras for that set. Boy, I don't have to keep updating the manual scoring system tonight. 2-2 pitch. Off speed, lifted into center field. Center fielder's got a beat on it. Catches the line drive for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, pitcher number 17, Emery Carey.
If that's any better. Emery Carey will step in. Ball lifted high in the left field, deep. Left fielder goes back around the line, makes the play. Runner unable to tag, so she got a hold of that down the left field line. Sorry, folks, I was trying to hold on to my iPad so it didn't fly off the desk again. So 2 outs in the inning.
Catcher number 11, Kyla Shopping.
So the catcher, Kyla Shopping, will step in now. 2 outs in the inning. Kyla hit a single up the middle in the top half of the first. Off speed, just misses the corner outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Thank you, Mitchell. Yeah, I tried to control it that way. Didn't work. 1 ball, 0 strikes. 2 outs in the top half. Still 2-0 your score. Corinne Sheffield, bring it to the plate. Fouled, out of play, right first base side. This game's being streamed live on our Twitch channel as well as our YouTube channel. It's also posted on our website, CBUS Sports Broadcast, sportsradio.com. Excuse me, got ahead of myself. 1 ball, 1 strike. I think it's 1 and 2. Ground ball, third base side. Guns it across. Boom, boom, in time, and they got it. 5-3 on the putout. So 1 runner left, nobody across. We'll go to bottom of 2, CBUS Sports Broadcasting.
The last class of the day for my student athletes isn't English, science, or math. It's school sports, where the #1 priority is teaching, just like every other classroom. As their coach, I help them grow as leaders and become better people, preparing them for the game and, more importantly, for life. That's why the best wins are the lessons they learn, which will impact them long after their playing days are over. Encourage your student to participate in school sports.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Before 5 and 6 for the Lady Bulldogs here in the bottom half of the second inning. Trailing 2-0 to the Trojans.
For the Lady Bulldogs, pitcher number 9, Corinne Sheffield.
Feel like I'm at Grove City Christian, Mitchell. So Corinne Sheffield will step in, leading off the bottom half of the second for the Lady Bulldogs. Third baseman way in. Now she even back to the bag now. First offering, fouled back and out of play. Ahead in the count, 0-1. Second offering. Straight back into the screen. 2 good cuts by Corinne Sheffield here. Steps back in. Down in the count, 0-2. Licit foul, first base side, out of play. So made contact the first 3 pitches offered here to her from Emery Carey. So Carey is still ahead in the count. Ball just a bit outside. Umpires being consistent. That's all you can ask for. A couple close ones for the Lady Bulldogs, also not called. So 1-2 count, nobody out. Down in the dirt, 2-2. As mentioned in the pregame, Lady Bulldogs come in at 11-8 on the season, 0-1 in district play. 20-4 for the Lady Trojans. Taps it once again, foul, first base side. 3-0 in district competition. Waiting on deck is the left fielder, Blake Ocampo. Listen into right field, gets up in the wind. Right fielder has to go back. Over her head, off the glove. Sheffield will hit second and come to third. Ball comes into the infield and they hold it up. Coach G will hold her at third. So leadoff triple. Tough play in this wind. As it got up, right fielder went back, tried to make a nice play on it, but just got over her head. So the leadoff runner is aboard down at third base. And Blake Ocampo will step in for her first at bat of the evening.
Now batting left fielder, number 14, Blake Ocampo.
Blake, the number 5 hitter. 441 average on the season coming into tonight's action. First pitch out of the zone, ball 1. Ahead in the count here, 1-0, nobody out, runner at third. Slaps a bunt foul up against the screen on the third base side. So that'll even it up at 1-1. Shortstop lost her visor. Not sure she needs it tonight. Very overcast here. Kind of reminds you of those gloomy November days in central Ohio for sure, cloud cover wise. Puts that one down. Third baseman comes up, looks her back, holds the ball. So puts it in play, gets the single. So runners at the corner.
Number 15, Allison Zock.
So Allison Zock will step in, the starting center fielder tonight in Coach G's lineup. 283 on the season. 3 doubles. Nice to hit one here. Shortstop has to run across the diamond. Play at first is completed. Runner has to hold at third. So the first out of the inning. 6-3 on the putout. Runner will advance to second.
Now batting, BP 00, Layla Goff.
First offering outside. Out of play, evens it up at 1 apiece. Ball comes back into the field of play. Dogs trying to get their first run of the evening. They got 2 runners in scoring position with 1 out here. Goff, the designated player, 320 on the year, 16 RBIs, so RBI situation here. Love to see her pick them up. Drops the bunt down. Play it first, not in time, she beats it out, so runners are juiced. They had to hold the runner back at third base. She held that ball just enough.
Now batting, first baseman, number 24, Isabella Salas.
Isabella Salas will step in, the first baseman. Plenty of power in this punch right here, folks. Isabella hitting 366 on the season with 2 home runs, 11 RBIs. Love to see her clear the base path right now. Ball down low. She doesn't go for it. 1 ball, 0 strikes. So heading the count 1-0. Offering for carry. Foul out of play, third base side. So that'll even up at 1 ball, 1 strike. So good speed out at second base with Ocampo out there. Goff, good basketball player over at first. Down low. 2 balls, 1 strike. Up and out of the zone, ball 3. So 3-1 the count. Great hitter situation. It's going to be hard to get one out of here tonight, folks, the way this wind is blowing in the position of the field. So Carey once again looks at her wristband. She'll bring it to the plate. Ball 4. She draws a bases on balls and gets the run home. So the score now 2-1. So Lady Bulldogs get their first run of the contest.
Now batting, right fielder, number 12, Abigail Smith.
So Abigail Smith, number 12, will step in. 150 on the year. Put it in play here. Puts the bunt down. Going to be at the force at home, and she misses it. Actually, she missed the plate. She needs to touch it again. So she tosses it over. I thought for sure she missed the plate, but maybe not. So give her a fielder's,
now batting,
or give her a hit there.
Number 7, Jalen Gerhardt.
So base is still juiced, knotted at 2 now. She squares the bunt, slaps it down the third base line, foul. So looking at the official score, they did score that a hit. I was wondering, since the ball was dropped, it was going to be a bang-bang play on the force, but so back to the top half of the lineups. Gerhardt slaps it once again, third base side, foul territory. Goff, Salas, and Smith on the base pass for the Lady Bulldogs. Thanks for tuning in tonight. And a blustery Winnie the Pooh night in Central Texas. Pinched in on the quarters, looking for the slap or the bunt. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So 2 outs in the inning. That'll bring up the number 2 hitter, Clara Becknold.
Third baseman, number 3, Clara Becknold.
She grounded out to the shortstop her first time up. Left fielder positioned way around, guarding the line in left field. Right fielder on the line and right. Big gaps in center field. And she finds it with the ball up in the air. Center fielder's got to be on it. Makes the running catch for the 3rd out of the inning. So the Lady Dogs are able to tie it up here at 2 apiece in the bottom half of the 2nd. CBUS Sports Broadcasting.
Sports, especially for my school. And that's because school sports are special. It's where it's safe to fail. It's where we're taught resilience, where our fear becomes confidence. It's where we learn to get back up after every fall. School sports are where 7.8 million students go from I can't to I can.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
You're listening to McGregor Bulldog Varsity Athletics on CBUS Sports Broadcasting. So the Lady Bulldogs able to knot it up at 2 apiece here, going to the top half of the third. Coming up for the Lady Trojans, or the Lady Trojans of West High School, going to be Cardona, the designated player. Ren Smith, Carter Souders, the shortstop, and Kenna Gareth, the third baseman.
Leading off the top of the third for the Lady Trojans, DP number 6, Kayla Cordona.
So Cordona struck out her first time up. Umpire doing a little house cleaning there, cleaning up the plate. Seems to be feeling a little bit better. Took a hard shot in the shoulder there in earlier inning. So Corinne Sheffield starts her third inning of work in the circle. Off-speed pitch, strike one. That was a beautiful pitch. Cardona hitting from the left side. Outfield fairly shallow. Corner outfielders guarding the line. Pops it up. Center fielder comes in, makes the play, makes the catch. One out in the inning. The Coach G had him played perfectly there.
First baseman number 15, Ren Smith.
So Ren Smith, she hit a double her first time up to left center field. First pitch, swing and a miss, swung through something off speed. Just took a bit off of it. A 1 pitch, slaps it foul, out of play, third base side, 0-2. 2-2 your score here, CBUS Sports Broadcasting. Your home for McGregor Varsity Athletics. We're going to be looking at a way of pushing the broadcast to the huddle platform as well. Ground ball through the 5.5 hole, so she gets a single there. Nice piece of hitting, staying back.
Now batting, shortstop, number 3, Carter Souders.
So Carter Souders walked her first time up. Coach Smith on before the game had a nice trip down from west, about 45 miles. Bunt offering foul, tried to push it down the first baseline. On deck, number 7 hitter, third baseman Kenna Gareth. I thought the jet stream was going to let up for a minute, folks, but I guess not. First pitch, up and out of the zone, ball 1. 1-1's your count. Forgot she made a bunt offering there. Got it in on her hand. She was able to fight it off and get it over the screen, right over the press box. So down in the count now, 1-2. Something you don't see very often in softball is the traditional double play. So Corinne checks her wristband once again. She finds a pitch she likes. Off speed, little looping hit into left field. Left fielder comes in, basket catch for the second out. Nice play there. Good communication between Ocampo and Seward as the shortstop gave way to the incoming
number 16,
left fielder to make the play. So 2 outs in the inning. Gareth hit a single back up the middle her first time up. Actually, I believe no, 2 runs have already scored, so that was not an RBI opportunity for her. Strike 1 starts her off with a strike. So Corinne looks in at Kaylee. They decide on what they want, hits her on the elbow, and she'll head down to first base as she was hit by the pitch.
Now batting, left fielder number 4, Coel Smith.
So Coel Smith, I said Cole earlier, and I do apologize for that, Coel. And I do apologize. I did not get the lineup in time for the West Lady Trojans to get their graphic built for tonight. So 2 outs in the inning. Top half of the third, still knotted at 2 apiece. Runners at first and second. Smith tapped out to end the threat. Her last time up, 1-3 on the putout. Off-speed pitch drops in for a strike. Boy, that was a beaut. Dropped it right in over her knees. Oh, 1, 2 outs here. Outside, ball 1. Just barely missed. Had a chance to catch the black, didn't get the call. Do appreciate you staying with us, folks, through the windstorm here. I know it's hard to listen to when you have that wind in the background. Off-speed pitch just a bit low. The count will go to 2-1. That's a strike on the inside corner. So that'll even it up at 2 apiece. Clara Becknell down at third, even with the bag. Open stance for Coel Smith. Pops it up, first base side. Salas goes over, unable to make the play as it goes out of the field of play. It's a good effort. I guess I should have switched the camera there, folks. I think I have too many cameras up in the operation tonight, so I have to probably go to a 3 or a 4 camera setup and get the better field of view. So 2-2, 2 outs here, runners at first and second. As Corinne Sheffield trying to slam the door here in this inning, so the Lady Bulldogs can get the hitting sticks out. Swing and a miss, strikes her out. So 2 on, 2 left. We'll go to the top half, or excuse me, bottom half of 3. Still 2-2, CBUS Sports Broadcasting.
shortstop, number 13, Briley Seward.
So Briley Seward will lead it off here for the Lady Bulldogs. Grounded out to the shortstop on back-to-back 6-3 putouts in the first inning. So Seward, the shortstop, will step in, followed by Sheffield and Ocampo. Lady Bulldogs able to put 2 runs on the board last inning. First offering just up and out of the zone, ball 1. Center field playing just a bit shallow, but straight up. Right fielder deep and on the line. Ball hit to left field. It's going to get down, or is it? Foul ball. About 2 feet foul down the left field line. So that'll be 1 ball and 1 strike as Braley will step back in. Pulled again, foul, third base side, out of play. So down in the count, 1-2 now. So long look in for Emery Carey. Ball up and out of the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two pitch. Ball 3 as he gets through the catcher and back to the backstop. That's funny, Mitchell. 3-2 count. Foul out of play. Tried to get it down the first base line, and it does get out of play. So we'll try it again with a 3-2 count. Good at bat here for Seward. This will be the 8th pitch of her bat here. Pops it up. Fair ball. They touch it in fair territory. The catcher did. Little backspin on that. They thought it was going to be a foul ball, but give her a single.
Now batting pitcher number 9, Corinne Sheffield.
So Corinne Sheffield will step back in. She hit a triple her last time up to right field. Right fielder about 20 feet off the line out there. Just give you an idea where that young lady is playing. As Corinne will step in on the corners, on the skin. Looping fly ball, shallow right field's gonna drop. Gonna hold her at second. So back-to-back singles here in the inning. 2 hits on the night for Corinne Sheffield. So the Lady Bulldogs have something going here. Just enough spin on that to get it to drop over the outreached arm of the second baseman. So a courtesy runner will be going into first base for Corinne Sheffield.
Running for the pitcher, number 2, Andy Davis.
So Davis takes over for the running responsibilities at first base.
Now batting, left fielder, number 14, Blake Ocampo.
So Blake Ocampo will step in. She had a bunt single her first time up. Nobody out in the inning. I wouldn't be surprised if we see another bunt attempt here. Seward at second. Good speed, good athletic ability there. First pitch is a strike on the outside corner. 0-1. As mentioned, Coach Smith, Lady Trojans come in at 20-4 on the season, having a great season so far. Bunt offering there. Makes the attempt through it, so strike 2 down in the count. 0-2 now. Allison Zook, the center fielder, on deck for McGregor. Up and out of the zone. She did not bite. She let it go by. Slaps at it, out of play, third base side. Not that pitch count really matters too much here in softball based on how the delivery is made. Ball outside. So that'll even it up at 2-2 as Carey just offered her 43rd pitch of this contest. Slaps it again, foul, out of play. Good approach, good at bat here. So QAB here for Blake Ocampo. Pops it up, back into the screen. So once again, a full count. Love to see her push the ball to the right side of the infield here to advance the runners. As well.
I was down, but now I'm
Now batting.
So that'll juice the bases for the Lady Bulldogs. So Allison Zock will step in, ground out her first time up. Third baseman made a nice play. Umpires called time. They're getting together to discuss something. Not sure what it would be. As the Lady Trojans come together in the circle to discuss the defensive setup they want to run here with the bases loaded and nobody out. So they're calling both. Oh, they're disputing. I thought that was right. I only had 3 balls. I only had 2 balls in that sequence for Blake Ocampo. So she'll grab the stick one more time. So a little confusion out on the base pass. The base runners were unaware of what was going on. It was time. The umpires called time on the situation, so they couldn't have gotten a base runner. Varsity boys game getting ready to start on the adjoining diamond. Ball hit foul down the third base line. As Seward jumps out of the way. There's ball 4. So what happened, folks, as well, they thought it was ball 4. The base runners moved up, so it would be considered a stolen base for both of them. So now Allison will step in. As mentioned, she grounded out her first time up. So great RBI opportunity here for the center fielder, coming in at 283 on the year. Hits it to right field. That's going to get down for a base hit. That'll be a single. 2 runs will come. Actually, 1 run will come across. But an RBI single for Allison Zock. Is she able to hook that and keep it in play down the right field line?
Now batting.
So still nobody out in the inning.
Golf.
So Layla Goff will step in, the designated player. Big RBI opportunity, as mentioned earlier in the broadcast, leads the team with 16. Hitting .320 on the season. Swing and a miss. Nice looking pitch there from Emery Carey, as Layla unable to connect with it. Swing and a miss, 2 strikes in a row. So Emery Carey coming right after her with the bases juiced. One thing you haven't seen in this contest is a pass ball or a wild pitch. Both catchers have done a good job behind the plate tonight. Foul back into the screen, got a piece of it to stay alive on the outside corner pitch. If my memory serves me correctly, Layla received all district honors in basketball. That ball stays outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out here, bottom of third. Still actually a 3-2 lead now on the RBI single there by Allison Zock. Ocampo down at second. Good speed if we find the green. Right back into the screen at the broadcaster. Had to duck a little bit. Made me flinch. So still 1-2. Long inning here. Good crowd here tonight at McGregor High School. Out of play, third base side. A good effort there by the diving third baseman. That was Gareth. As the base runner got out of the way so she could make an attempt at the play. So Layla will step back in, down in the count, 1-2. That's going to hit the left field green. It's going to get down for a base hit. Runner's going to hold at third as the play comes to the plate. Another run will come across for the Bulldogs, so another RBI single in the inning. Nice job by Layla Goff hitting backside to drive in the run. Runners will once again advance. So bases still juiced in a 4-2 game. So Isabella Salas comes up, trying to pad her RBI total on the season. Ball outside. So 4-2 Lady Bulldog lead here. Bottom of 3. Ball up and out of the zone. She drew an RBI walk her last time up to send home the tying run, if memory serves me correctly. Isabella hitting out of that open stance. Ball 3-0. Has to be a little bit more difficult tonight with the conditions of getting a good grip on that ball. Just sitting here working the cameras and the soundboard, folks. Fingers are moving a little bit slower, so I can imagine what Emery Carey is going through tonight. The late strike call there, so 3-1. So 3-1 offering, nobody out. Bases still full of Lady Bulldogs. Ball lifted into left field, hit pretty deep, going out of play. So we'll bring it back. As mentioned, that wind is blowing right into the brunt of the infield, the home plate, so it would really take a shot to get one out of here tonight. So full count, nobody out. Ocampo at third, Zock at second, Goff down at first. So good athleticism, decent speed on the bases for the Lady Bulldogs. Ground ball hits the runner in foul territory. She couldn't get up out of the way. Send her back. Everybody's okay. She's in foul territory, so she hit right off of her shin. So Isabella will step back in. 3-2 is your count. Still nobody out in the inning. Ball lifted off the hands. Great catch by the second baseman. Could have had a double play at the first base side, but heck of a play by Ren Smith. Looping line drive. She went back into shallow
number 12,
center field to make the out. Runners have to hold. But that's only one out in the inning. So Abigail Smith hit a bunt single her first time up. Ground ball foul, third base side. Coach G couldn't make a play on it. Really like these Lady Bulldogs uniforms with the pinstripes. They're sharp. Nice color paneling with the light gold and black. 0-1 pitch. That ball's outside. Or I should say that pitch is outside for a ball. So Emery Carey back in the circle here. 1-1 offering. Pops her up on the infield. Infield fly rule should be into effect. She makes the play anyway. Runners will hold. So 2 outs in the inning.
Now batting, second baseman, number 7, Jalen Gerhardt.
So back to the top half, or the top of the lineup, excuse me. Jalen Gerhardt 0 for 2, struggling tonight with 2 strikeouts. Taps that one foul for strike 1. Bases are still full of Lady Bulldogs. You hate to miss the opportunity here to squeak another one across the plate. Up and in. Ooh, pretty close. She's able to get out of the way. Ball outside, low. 2 balls, 1 strike. Take a walk here. That's another RBI, and that's a run. Ball 3. So hitters count here at 3-1 with 2 outs. Taps it to the shortstop, goes to third for the force, and the final out of the inning. But the Lady Dogs able to get 2 more across and lead 4-2 going to the top of the 4th inning. CBUS Sports Broadcasting.
Hartley Kachewski.
So Hartley will be leading it off here for the Lady Trojans. Top half of the 4th, Lady Bulldogs on top. 4-2. Good ball game tonight. Hit a single. Beat out an infield single. Good speed in the number 9 hole. for Coach Smith. Corners are in. So Corinne checks her armband once again. She rocks and fires. Inside pitch. Strike called. So 1-1 is your count here. Fouled out, up and over the screen. Excuse me, he's going to say out of play, but the sun's starting to go down here in Central Texas. Stepfield took it to the outside edge, just missed. 2-2's your count. Off speed, third base side, comes across, and gets her. 5-3, that was pretty close, folks.
Now batting second baseman, number 1, Heidi Harrington.
So Heidi Harrington back to the top of the order for the Lady Trojans. Just when you think it's going to calm down, it picks back up. Off speed, stays up and out of the zone. Ball 1. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a line drive, both to left field. Excuse me, the left side of the outfield. I think center fielder had one, left fielder had the other. Off speed, she lifts it into left field and a diving attempt. Nice attempt by the left fielder there. She laid out for it and it came out of her glove as she hit the ground. So that'll be a single.
Now batting.
Have to applaud the effort. So Emery Carey, the pitcher, 0 for 1 with a walk and a fly out to left field. As the Lady Trojans trying to get back into this one here in the top half of the 4th inning. Lifted into center field, looping away. Center fielder comes in and makes a play in shallow center field. So nice defensive play there by the center fielder on the looping line drive as she closed
number 11,
on it quickly. So 2 outs in the inning. Kyla Schabick will step in, the catcher. 1 for 2 with a single. Hit it right back up the middle. Off-speed pitch, hits it hard, down foul, just outside of the third base line. Oh, 1 pitch. Make it 0-2 as she slaps that one first base side. So now she's taken one both sides of the diamond. As mentioned, she did have that single right back up the middle earlier in this game. Oh, 2 got her to chase it up the ladder. Strike 3. One runner left on 1 hit. Will go to the bottom of 4. 4-2. Lady Dogs on top.
Thank you for tuning in to CBUS Sports Radio for tonight's broadcast. You can follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at CBUS Sports Radio, all one word, for live updates on all our broadcasts. You can also listen to our broadcast archives on demand on our website, www.cbussportsradio.com.
So Clara Beck will lead it off here. Excuse me, folks. Wind got into my... came right down and made me eat my words there. So Clara Beck will lead it off here. She'll step in. 0 for 2 on the night. A fly out to center field and a ground out to the shortstop. Fastball stays up and out of the zone. Ball 1. Second offering, a ball outside as well. So head in the count, 2-0. Boy, launched to left field. That's going to get over her head. She goes into second with a stand-up double. Boy, she got all of that. She pulled it down the line.
Tea-time. Tea-time.
Hard line drive. So Briley Seward will step back in. Briley 1 for 2 with a single and a ground out in the contest. So you got a runner in scoring position 120 feet away. Off the glove, first pass ball of the night. Will move the runner down to third base. This just came off the webbing of the catcher stoppage. So Seward in the 3-hole. Sheffield on deck to clean up hitter. Hits it to second base, gets through the second baseman, gets past into the right field gap. She's going to go into second and hold up there with an RBI double. Make it 5-2, Lady Dogs.
Where is my hairbrush? Oh, where is my hairbrush?
Now batting, pitcher number 9, Corinne Sheffield.
So Corinne Sheffield will step in.
Where's my hairbrush?
First offering just outside, ball 1. Corinne 2 for 2, triple and a single. Got the first hit of the contest for the Lady Bulldogs with that triple back in the second inning. Ground ball, third base side. Third baseman grabs it, gets it over to first. Nice scoop at first base for the out. So 5-3 on the putout. Did a good job, just enough of holding the runner at second as well. So nice play down at third base by Gareth. So Blake Okempo will step in. Blake 1 for 1 with a bunt and a walk. Coach G, I'm sure, would love to get another run across here in this inning. You got that runner in scoring position. So your 5-hole hitter at the plate. Pinched in at the corners. Slaps it, third baseman, Gareth, nice play, over to first. In time, runner will move up. So they move the runner over. Gareth, another nice play, back-to-back. So 2 outs in the inning.
I was down, but now I'm
Now batting, center fielder number 15, Allison Zock.
So Allison Zock will step in, 1 for 2 on the evening. She did hit a single earlier in this contest down the right field line. So the runner 60 feet away at third base fouls it straight back into the screen. She had a healthy cut at that. Layla Goff on deck. Once again, center fielder straight up. Corner outfielders guarding the lines. right at the third baseman, Gareth again with a great play. So leaves the runner at third, but they're able to get another one across. Lady Bulldogs ahead, 5-2, going to top of 5. CBUS Sports Broadcasting. You're listening to McGregor Bulldog Varsity Athletics on CBUS Sports Broadcasting. The McGregor Bulldog Athletic Department would like to express their gratitude for the continued support of all their corporate sponsors. Go Bulldogs!
Top of the fifth. Number 10, Kate Kabachak.
So we have a pinch hitter here for Cardona. Going to be number 10, Kate Kubakak. I'm assuming I'm probably butchering it. Off-speed pitch, first offering for a strike, or excuse me, for a ball inside. Kubakak, I would say how that is pronounced. So Corinne Sheffield rocks and fires. Foul first base side. 1 ball, 1 strike. Top half of the fifth. Lady Dogs on top 5-2, trying to pick up their first win in district play. Hand the Lady Trojans their first loss. Tighten up the race just a bit as they have a 2-game lead on the rest of the district. Hits the batter, so second hits batter of the night. She'll trot down the first base, and that'll bring up Ren Smith. Double and a single, 2 for 2.
With number 15, Ren Smith.
Hit the ball backside both times. So Blake Ocampo should be active in this sequence here. So first pitch from Corinne Sheffield. Ball up and out of the zone. One ball, 0 strikes. Nobody out here. Right at me. Scared me there just a bit. Came right back into the screen at my equipment, and I ducked. So that'll even it up at 1 apiece. Smith from the left side. Tries it that way again. Foul ball, third base. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Corinne's been very good at using her off-speed pitch in this situation. Let's see if she comes back to it. Two. And she does. She takes something off, throws behind the runner. She gets back at first base. So she did a good job of getting that up in the zone and taking something off of it.
Sounders.
So Carter Sowers will step in, 0 for 1 with a walkout and a flyout in this contest. She flew out to the left fielder, Blake Ocampo. So one out here in the top half of the fifth. Bunts it down third base line. Bare hands it, throws it to first, off the glove of the first baseman, Salas. And a runner will move over to third.
Now batting, third baseman, number 16, Kenna Gareth.
So the runner will go over to third. So runners at the corners. Kenna Gareth had a great defensive inning last inning. 2 assists and a putout. 1 for 1 tonight with a single, and she was hit by a pitch on the elbow. So willing to give up the out. She squares around. Takes a strike right at the belt. Gets thrown out at second on the delayed steal. Nice job by the Lady Bulldogs right there. So 2 outs in the inning now, with the runner still 60 feet away. So it looks like they can get the third out here and get out of the inning. That would be fantastic. Off-speed foul. Boy, she got a hold of that one and pulled it. But she's down in the count. 0-2 now is Gareth. It's a good position here to be in for Corinne Sheffield. Got a timeout on the field. One of the Lady Bulldogs in the dugout. So we have time on the field. Hopefully that young lady will be okay. I think that foul ball caught her in the dugout. As they're calling for medical assistance. So 0-2 your count, 2 out, runner at third. See what Corinne dials up here. Fastball away, strikes her out to end the inning. Nice pitch sequence there for Corinne Sheffield. 5-2 still, bottom of 5, CBUS Sports Broadcasting.
Okay, that's all for today. I'm a teacher, and I've got a big job. I shape the mind of every student who walks through my classroom doors. But my department isn't the biggest in school. You know what is? Athletics. And it's the athletic administrator who makes it all happen. So while you're thanking me for all that I do, thank them too. They deserve it.
This message presented by the NIAAA, the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
The last class of the day for my student athletes isn't English, science, or math. It's school sports, where the #1 priority is teaching, just like every other classroom. As their coach, I help them grow as leaders and become better people, preparing them for the game and, more importantly, for life. That's why the best wins are the lessons they learn, which will impact them long after their playing days are over. Encourage your student to participate in school sports.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
So Layla Goff will be leading it off here. It will be 7, 8, 9 for the Lady Bulldogs. Just doing a quick temperature check here at the ballpark. 64, feels like 54, and I believe that.
Now batting, DP 00, Layla Goff.
So Layla will step in, 2 for 2, a bunt and a single on the contest. Trying to find the wind velocity here, besides being outrageous. Foul ball down the third base side. Winds out of the north at 22 miles an hour. Feels more than that. Fastball up and in. 1 ball and 1 strike. One pitch. Off the end of the bat, fouled, third base. Isabella Salas on deck for the Lady Dogs. So down in the count, 1-2. Layla will step back into the box. Listed into shallow left field. Shortstop will make the play on it. So the first out of the inning. A little lazy pop-up. Thought it was going to get deeper. Then it did.
The batting first baseman, number 24, Isabella Salas.
So Isabella will step in 0 for 1. Got a walk with an RBI, hit a line drive, a hard shot to the second baseman her last time up. So her third plate appearance, officially 0 for 1 on the contest. Tried the outside corner and missed, ball 1. Right back up the middle, she hits a single. Nice piece of hitting. She stayed back and drove it through the center of the field. Hit it hard, too. So Abigail Smith, 1 for 2.
Number 12, Abigail Smith.
She popped up her last time to the pitcher on an infield fly rule. Her first attempt, she hit a little single that spun and catcher touched it in fair territory, so we gave her a single on that. So runner at first with 1 out. Inside pitch, called a strike. Looks like she took something off of that one. She's got pretty good velocity. Emery Carey does. One time I wish I would have kept my speed gun, and I decided to get rid of that. Ball's lifted into right center field. It's going to get down and get to the wall. Isabella will stop at third, so a double and a good throw and good relay by the Lady Trojans. Boy, that was a nice hit. She got all of that going into right center field as it made its way to the wall.
Now batting, second baseman, number 7, Jalen Gerhardt.
So we go back to the top of the lineup. Jalen Gerhardt. Jalen 0 for 3. 2 strikeouts and a ground out.
Let's go, Jay.
So the Lady Trojans looking into the dugout to get the defensive setup they'd like by Coach Smith. First pitch just outside, ball 1. Good thing the lights are on here. I might have to adjust the cameras, though, as the sun goes down. We'll have to do a little whitening on the main camera. Tapper to third base. Shortstop, she's going to go across the diamond, gets the out, but gets the RBI on the ground out. Nice piece of hitting for the leadoff hitter. So 6-3 on the putout. Isabella got a nice jump on that ball, slapped into the shortstop position.
Clara Becknold.
So Clara Becknold will step in. Now it is 6-2. Two outs in the inning, though. Shortstop once again. Sauer throws it across, bang, bang. She's got a good arm. So they get the run across. Makes it 6-2 as we go into the top half of inning number 6. CBUS Sports Broadcasting. So back to action here, top half of the
Leading
sixth.
off the top of the sixth for the Lady Trojans, number 9, Riley Stratton.
So we have a pinch hitter here, Riley Stratton, excuse me, cannot read my own writing, will step in for her first official bat tonight. Lady Bulldogs up 6-2 here. Corinne Sheffield pitching a beauty. Hope I don't jinx her. So Stratton will step in from the left side. First offering from Sheffield. Fouls at third base side, hits into the dugout. Could be a good night for some chili tonight. So foul tip, strike. So heading the count 0-2 as Corinne tries to get the leadoff batter out in the inning. Just outside, good looking pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Kaylee and Corinne on the same page here on the delivery. Rise ball up and out of the zone. 2-2. So as the wind continues to pick up here in blustery Central Texas. 2-2 offering. Ball lifted into center field. Good jump by the center fielder right on a dime. Makes the out. On the line drive. She's
now batting center fielder.
Allison's made some great jumps on some balls. So Hartley Kosciuszki on the evening steps in at 1-2. She hit a single. Her last time up. As mentioned, Lady Dogs up 6-2 here. Top half of the sixth. First offering, ball outside, 1-0. As the temperature continues to drop, real feel, foul, out of play. Nice, right into the screen. 1 ball, 1 strike. Mom here had her GoPro up on the screen, had to replace the battery. One offering, 1 out. Just up and out of the zone, 2-1. As mentioned, I think I'll have to break out something nice and warm when we get home. Right at the third baseman, makes the play on a hard line drive hit. Nice job by Becknold. Positioned her body perfectly in front of the ball. So Heidi Harrington, the leadoff hitter, 1 for 3 tonight. Had a single, flew out and hit a line drive to center field in her 3 official plate appearances on the evening. 3-4-5 coming up in the bottom half of the sixth for the Lady Bulldogs. Swing and a miss, swung through a nice looking pitch. I feel like I'm in a wind tunnel. Pops it back out of play, so Corinne ahead of the count, 0-2 here. Boy, I thought I was past cold weather games moving down from Central Ohio into Central Texas. I thought these days were behind me. Of course, season just opening up in Central Ohio. Off speed, wasted low and away. So the count goes to 1-2. And folks, tonight after the conclusion of this game, we'll wrap it up quick. Off speed, up and in. Now leave it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Guarding the lines on the corner outfielders. Swing and a miss, strikes her out. So another strikeout for Corinne Sheffield. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. 6-2, Lady Bulldogs on top of the Lady Trojans. CBUS Sports Broadcasting. So leading off the bottom half of the 6th inning, Riley Seward, 2 for 3 on the night, folks. Ground out, a single and a double. Very productive out of 3, 4, and 5 into Coach G's lineup tonight. First offering, ball inside. Two runs on 6 hits, no errors, 8 left for the Lady Trojans. Third base side, foul. Lady Bulldogs, 6 runs on 12 hits, 1 error, 8 left. We are in the bottom of the 6th inning. Might stop over and check out to see how the varsity baseball team's doing in this conditions tonight. So Carey's offering, lifted up, pop fly. First baseman comes in and makes the play for the first out of the inning. Once again, nice communication between the first baseman and the pitcher.
Batting the pitcher, number 9, Corinne Sheffield.
So Corinne Sheffield also 2 for 3. A triple, a single, and a ground out. Ground out was her last time up, but was able to get the RBI across. First pitch, off speed, down low. Little looper into right field, gets down for a base hit, and she beats another hit for Corinne Sheffield. Hits it off the end of the bat, and it just spins and bounces in fair territory. So number 2 will be doing some pinch hitting here. That's Andy Davis. Made a pinch or a courtesy running appearance earlier in the contest. So So she'll taking it back from or for Blake Ocampo.
Now batting for the Lady Bulldogs, number 2, Andy Davis.
So Davis will step in. See if I can find her statistics on the season at the plate. Looking for her first hit of the season. Wonder where the umpire was. He was over talking to Coach Smith as he was giving the change in the lineup. I thought when the sun went down, the wind was supposed to slow down. Swing and a miss on the first offering. Strike one. One offering. Foul tip straight back into the mitt. Nice job hanging on for Kayla Shoppett. So Andy Davis will step back in. Down in the count, 0-2. Ball down low, inside. Pretty good looking pitch. Dust is stirring, of course, in all of this wind tonight. Swing and a miss. Got her to chase. First out of the inning.
Now batting number 5, Lauren Hillis.
So Lauren Hillis will take a pinch hitting spot here in the contest. Pops it up on the first pitch. Shallow right field. So communication not there in that instance. Give an error to the right fielder. So
number 16, Presley Nislinger.
So Presley Nislinger will step in. She'll hit for Layla Goff. So runners at the corners with 2 outs. Ball inside. Presley hitting .250 on the season. Nice to pick up another insurance run here. Tapper at the plate, foul. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, bottom of 6. Two, 3, and 4 coming up in the top half of the 7th for the Lady Trojans. Swing and a miss. Runner goes down to second on indifference. So strike 3. I guess I had to miss a ball in there or pitch in there somewhere. So we're going to head out to the bottom or top half of the 7th. CBUS Sports Broadcasting. So here we go to the top half of the 7th inning.
The pitcher, number 17, Emery Carey.
So Emery Carey will lead it off 0 for 2. A walk, a fly out, and a line drive. Pitched a pretty good ball game tonight. So the Lady Bulldogs 3 outs away from picking up their first district win, 2026. And also handling the Lady Trojans their first district loss. First pitch foul down the third base side. Just jumped out on that off-speed pitch. So heading the count, 1 strike. 4-run lead here. Off-speed pitch just outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. I think Corinne wanted that pitch. She's smiling as she heads back into the circle. Tapper back to the mound. 1-3 on the putout. I should say the circle, not the mound. So 1 out in the inning.
Now batting, the catcher, number 11, Kyla Shopik.
Kyla Shopik, 1 for 3, a single, ground out, and a strikeout. Struck out her last time up on a great off-speed pitch on a 1-2 count. Ball lifted into right field off the glove of the right fielder. It's going to way over into foul territory. She hits second base. Heading to third, they're going to hold her there as the relay will come in. So nice hit there. She drove it down the right field line. Nice effort by the right fielder trying to get over there in time. Just could not get in position to get her feet underneath her.
Kate Kabachak.
To make the play. So runner 60 feet away. Still a 4-run lead. So 1 out in the inning. So Corinne's first pitch. Called a strike. Kate Kabachek. Sorry, Kate, if I'm butchering that. So heading the count. 1 strike. Off speed, gets it into left field. It's going to drop for a base hit, so RBI single. Left fielder unable to make a play on it. So that makes it 6-3.
Now batting, first baseman number 15, Ren Smith.
So Ren Smith been pretty hot today in the contest, as it's 6-3 now. She's 2 for 3 with a double and a single, both to left field as Coach Smith. I think they had a pinch runner. Well, there must be a lineup issue, as the home plate umpire heads over to Coach G. So must have gotten it figured out.
Running at first base, number 5, Marley Chase.
So pinch runner at 5, at first base, excuse me. Number 5, Marley Chase. Ball lifted down the left field line and foul. So Ren Smith likes to go backside. So tries it backside once again, ahead in the count now, 0-2. So in this situation, she has been coming off speed, up and in. Let's see if she does it again. There it is. Third base side, makes the play on the ball. The glove, quick play to third. Not in time, back to second. Nice hustle play. Good job defensively by the defense as well, as Belknap made a nice diving play on the infield single to try to stop that one. So Carter Souders will step in. Seems still to be an issue with the scorebook somehow, as Coach G and Coach Smith down at third base conversing. Making sure they have everything correct. Why the coaches are doing that. Upcoming broadcast here, April 2nd, back here at McGregor, as the Lady Cubs of Clifton come in. It's a 6 o'clock game. We'll be on the air about 5:45. Troy Trojanettes come in on the 7th, 7 p.m. start. And the Whitney Wildcats, the Lady Wildcats, on the 14th. That'll wrap up the softball coverage, minus any tournament coverage that we might be able to get. We have 2 more boys games scheduled as well. They are later in the April, and I'll bring that up for you, or update that for you on the website. So they pick up the theme from Major League, as the head coaches are still talking about the lineup changes. So 1 out in the inning. Got runners at second and first.
Now
Chase at second, Ren Smith at first.
Souders.
So Souders 0 for 2 with a walk, a fly out, and reached on an error. Lady Bulldogs need an out here badly. As Corinne will rock and fire here from the circle. Off speed. Nice stop once again by Kaylee behind the plate. Coach G wants a timeout. I think it could be a pitch count issue, because the next pitch would be 110. Let's see what they do. Our coach just wanted to talk to the defensive setup. Make sure they stay in. There's got 2 runners on base. Only 1 out in the inning. You need an out here. Stayed tight here in the stands. I'm trying to look over on the varsity baseball diamond to see if I can see the scoreboard. I cannot see what the... Actually, you know what? I'm going to check out the game changer. Guess we can do that. So the meeting on the, or in the circle, is over. So Lady Dogs looking to get an out here. As Carter Souders will walk or step back in. She's ahead in the count, 1-0. Chase at second with good speed for the Lady Trojans. Inside pitch, strike called. 1 ball, 1 strike. So Corinne decided to go back inside, was able to catch the corner for strike 1. Foul, first base side, so now she's ahead in the count, 1-2. Nice to get a punch out here. Pop up on the infield, ground ball back to the mound to take the out, to let the runners advance. So Corinne, 1-2 pitch here. Sheffield going through the signs, asking Kaylee to flash through again. Ball inside, came off speed. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Once again, corner outfielders guarding the line. Center field, shallow, straight away. Sheffield rocks and fires. Inside, it hits her. That'll load him up. Third hit pitch by the pitcher. Hit batsman by the pitcher tonight.
Now batting third baseman number 16, Kenneth Gareth.
So Kenneth Gareth will step in, the third baseman, 1 for 2. The single hit by a pitch and a strikeout. Making it interesting here in the top half of the 7th inning. Got the first batter out. Then a single. Couple nice hits. So Gareth will step in, had a fine night defensively. Not bad at the plate either. Ground ball shortstop. Get the out at second. So they called her safe at second. Run will come across.
Now batting center fielder number 8, Hartley Kaczewski.
So 6-4, your score. So Kaczewski will come back to the plate. 6-4 is your score. Still only 1 out in the inning. One for 3 with a single, a ground out, and a line drive. They need an out here badly, folks. Tying runs 120 feet away at second base. Puts the bunt down. Boy, that could have been nice to have been right in front of the plate. Home to first to end this on a double play. That pitch outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. The fear of every broadcaster in cold weather is extra innings. So 1 out in the inning, top half of the 7th, 1-1 count. Ball lifted foul down the third baseline. So Corinne Sheffield able to get back and ahead in the count here. As the sniffles start to set in, I apologize for that, folks. Getting low on battery power on the iPad that's powering our cameras tonight. And the video broadcast, we're going to have to supplement that here if we can't wrap it up here. Ball in the dirt. Gets past the catcher. Wild pitch. Run will score, 6-5. So 6-5 your score, 2-2 count here in the top half of the 7th. Ground ball up the middle, gets through. That'll tie it up. As a seeing eye single gets up the middle. Wasn't hit very hard, but it was enough.
Now batting second baseman number 1, Heidi Harrington.
So Heidi Harrington back to the top of the order. Somehow I got the out of order. Puts the bunt down, foul. So 0-1, knotted at 6 here. So runner at third. Go ahead run at third. They need a strikeout here. Ball outside, 1-1. So Corinne will look at her wristband, trying to decide what pitch she wants to throw. On the corner, called. This is huge right here, trying to get the strikeout. 1-2 pitch. Ball stays outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Very important pitch in this sequence. She'll rock and fire. Off speed, drops it in, ball. Full count. They look into the dugout. Coach calls the pitch sequence she wants. The pitch in the location. 3-2 offering. Swing and a miss, strikes her out.
Now batting, number 1, Heidi Harrington.
So 2 outs in the inning. I had Harrington up and jumbled the lineup, folks. Ball lifted foul, third base side. It's going to get down for a strike. Two hours and 10 minutes into this broadcast. Luckily, the wind has died down just a little bit. Kind of taking the edge off of it. With that go-ahead run 90 feet away, as they're able to put a 4 spot here on the scoreboard in the top half of the 7th inning. Last pitch was a ball outside. So 1-1 offering, runners on the corners, 2 outs. Pops it up, it's going to get out of play. One ball, 2 strikes. They're in agreement. She'll rock and fire. Rise ball out of the zone. Didn't chase. 2-2. That play at second base where they said she beat the play looms large right here. 2-2 pitch. Foul tip, caught, strike 3. We'll go to the bottom half of the 7, knotted at 6. CBUS Sports Broadcasting. training staff is looking at Carter Souter as she took one into the chin during warm-ups there. So the training staff is out looking at her. So it's going to be 8-9-1 for the Lady Bulldogs. Isabella Salas, Abigail Smith, and Jalen Gerhardt. Knotted at 6 here, bottom half of 7.
Flex up, stretch out.
As the
Flex up, stretch out.
Now batting,
Lady
first
Trojans
baseman,
were able to put a
24,
4 spot.
Isabella Salas.
Flex up, stretch out.
Wind has died down, but the temperature has dropped. Isabella with 2 home runs on the year. I would love to see her take 1 yard here. Ground ball.
Now batting right fielder number 12, Abigail Smith.
So Abigail Smith, 2 for 3 tonight. Single, infield fly, roll, and a double. Tap third base side, foul. Jalen Gerhardt hustling over to pick up her teammate's bat on the foul ball. Next pitch, ball and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bulldogs, Lady Bulldogs need a base runner. Swing and a miss, actually foul tip into the mitt. 1-2. Ground ball, shortstop. Souders picks it up. Not in time. She beats it out on the infield single. Long throw, deep in the hole. It's a good hustle by Smith. So Jalen Gerhardt.
Second baseman number 7, Jalen Gerhardt.
So Gerhardt 0 for 4, 2 strikeouts and 2 ground. Gareth in on the corner at third. Actually, both corners are in. Looking for the slap. First pitch, ball outside. On deck, third baseman Clara Bucknall. That ball's down low. 2-0. Ball 3. So you have to assume she has the take here. Have to get that winning run in scoring position. Runner over at first. Listen down, left field, nice, oh, off her glove. So gets the runner to second base. There, tried to make the catch, went off her glove.
Now batting third baseman number 3, Clara Becknell.
So Clara Becknell 1 for 4, has that single, actually a double to left field. Briley Seward out on deck. Hopefully they can get to her. 1 out in the inning. Pitch outside, ball 1. Tension builds. Down low. 2-0. Wind died down for a bit, top half of the inning. Bottom half, it picks back up. Law of averages. Ground ball, third base side to the glove. Over to first. Not in time. So 2 outs in the inning. So reaches on the fielder's choice.
Now batting, shortstop, number 13, Bradley Stewart.
So Bradley Stewart 2 for 4 with a single and double. Hit one to the gap in right center earlier in this contest. Love to see that here. Good speed at second with Gerhardt. That is the run that counts. Cleanup hitter on deck. First pitch, ball inside. Middle part of this lineup has been very productive tonight. Off the end of the bat. Second baseman throws it over her head at first. That'll get the run home. Lady Bulldogs come away victorious. We'll take a quick break, come back and wrap this one up on CBUS Sports Broadcasting. What if you could go behind the scenes with athletes and coaches? Join Ken Carpenter, a veteran high school baseball coach, weekly as he examines success, failures, and life lessons in sports. Each episode provides valuable insight and understanding of playing or coaching team sports. Check out and follow his Athlete One podcast at athleteone.net. Great insight for coaches, parents, and student athletes.
Hi, I'm former Major League Baseball All-Star Al.
What if you could go behind the
When
scenes?
I played, I tried to make it a simple game, like see the ball, hit the ball. But trust me, sports are not that simple. Try to remember that when you watch an interscholastic athletics contest where everyone is trying their best in a game they all love, so please be courteous and set an example that reflects positively on your school and community. Let's remember to respect the game.
You're listening to McGregor Bulldog Varsity Athletics on CBUS Sports Broadcasting. Your final tonight, 7-6. Lady Bulldogs are victorious in the contest. Sorry, folks, they're really cranking up the music here behind me. So we're going to wrap this one up quickly here since it is so cold. Line score tonight, 6 runs on 11 hits, 3 errors, 10 left. McGregor, 7 runs, 14 hits, 1 error, 12 left. Time of the contest, 2 hours and 23 minutes. Lady Bulldogs improved to 12-8 overall, 1-1 in district play. Lady Trojans dropped to 20-5, 3-1 in district play. Next broadcast on CBUS Sports Broadcasting, Lady Trojans right back here on April 2nd against the Clifton Cubs, another district game. So we'll have that. Then we'll have Troy and the Whitney Lady Wildcats will come down on the 14th. We appreciate you tuning in tonight. You can go back and listen to our replays on our Mixlr station. Also, our YouTube and our Twitch station has the video replay. They will also be posted on our website. Once again, congratulations to Coach G and the Lady Bulldogs tonight, picking up their first district win 2026, 7-6 over the Lady Trojans of West High School. We want to wish CBUS Sports Broadcasting. Welcome to McGregor Lady Bulldogs softball on CBUS Sports Broadcasting.